Hi guys, okay, I'm back with my pack. In case you haven't seen the other video I did just before this, this is the Italian Canvas Tactical Backpack. I got it from swisslink.com, and I wanted to show it with the sash and the sternum strap I made from just a bandana. I borrowed a knife from Joe to hang from these thumb loops is what it looks like. Flashlight on this side. But I just wanted to talk a little bit about how the gear fits into this pack and some of the gear that I've been thinking about and accumulating as a newbie bushcrafter. For starters, this is a knife I borrowed. This is not my bushcraft knife. I actually picked out yesterday for my Christmas present a bushcraft knife that came highly recommended by Joe, and after looking around on the web and doing some consideration, I thought that it was a really good knife for me. It's the Havelis Bush Tools Trapper knife, and I'm really excited about it. That's like my big Christmas present. So I really like the size of the knife. I like the fact that it was thick, so you could do a little batoning for kindling if you needed to. I like the scales on it. I think it'll be a good all-around, all-purpose knife for out bushcrafting. So I'm excited about that, and when I get it, I'll do a video and tell you why I chose it and what I like about it after I try it out some. But here is my pack, and I added my water bottle carrier to this strap here that I think was used originally for like ice axes, but carries the hatchet. Now, this I believe is S-wing hatchet, and this is the one that Joe recommends for me. I like the feel of it. I have to admit though, I am just a little bit nervous about the thought of using a hatchet, axe, that kind of thing, but it is a skill that I want to learn. I have used the I think it's called the Baco folding saw, and I really like that a lot. That worked really well for me. I was able to cut through pretty thick branches, no problem at all. But I would like to learn some more traditional bushcraft skills, so I'm going to try my hand at learning to use a hatchet properly. Okay. In this pocket, I have my fire making kit, metal match, which I've been practicing with. It's a lot of fun. A backup lighter, and a backup to my backup, some matches. My Altoids tin for making char cloth, and I have made some char cloth. It's in here. I like to use linen squares, scrap linen. It tends to do really well for char cloth here, and even with our crazy humidity, it still catches a spark and smolders well. I also have a few cotton balls just in the bottom here. Now, I'm a new bushcrafter. I said, Joe's been helping me. I'm still figuring out what gear I need, what gear I want. This is basically just the start. I know these kind of packs are constantly evolving and changing. I also have in this pocket some tarred drop line or bank line. This is 113 pounds, 249 feet, and I really like it because I could use it to set up a shelter, or if I had to, I could take it apart and I could fish with it or sew with it, if need be. And I don't think that when I'm doing like a day hike or an overnight, I really need a, the paracord, which seems to be for heavy duty applications. But if I wanted to carry some paracord, I could easily change out these laces for paracord. There's a lace on this side, and also inside the main body of the pack. So that would be a good way to carry some paracord. Now on this side, I have cooking gear. This I've borrowed from Joe to try out, see how I like it. It's the metal cup. He has a bandana, this fish spreader for removing things from fire without burning yourself, which somehow I'm very prone to do. I don't know if you can see that. That was from Thanksgiving oven though, that wasn't from bushcrafting. And then we have this steel water container. And also, you know, I could carry it filled with water, and that'd be a good way to carry more water. A couple of cooking utensils, which I want to cut down to a more appropriate size, but they do fit pretty well in this giant pocket. And this I'm kind of excited about. This is called Fancy Heat, and we found it at the dollar store for $1. But this other item we found when we were looking around at thrift stores and pawn shops. I don't know if you guys ever do that. You go out searching for bushcraft gear and prep gear. Well, while we were out looking around, we found this. Here it is in the package. It's called Magic Stove, as seen on TV, and this is like $2.95. But the way it works is this snaps down over your canned heat, and then it has the little platform here. So you basically just set your cooking vessel on top of it. And this is great. I mean, we usually make a fire when we go out, but if for some reason we couldn't have an open flame, or we couldn't get a fire going, you know, that's a great option to have. And we were going to buy flashing or cut up a tin can, but for $2.95 you can't beat this. I mean, it's very sturdy, so we were very happy to find that. Let's see, that's all I have in this pack. Okay, inside the main pack, and I'm still working out, you know, where to put gear and stuff like that. I have my concealed carry. I also have a survival blanket / tarp. This is really heavy duty. You can use it on the ground to sit on. You can use it as an emergency blanket. You can use it to make shelter. Another thing I like to use it for is it fits nicely right at the back of the pack here, since it's not padded. Some people have complained about this pack not having some kind of padding, but this blanket fits nicely and it pads. Nothing pokes me when I've got the pack loaded up pretty good. And this I got at the Dollar Tree, 2 in a package for $1, so that's 50 cents. It's a cooling rack, but it can be used to grill by propping it up on 2 rocks or logs or whatever. And I just thought it was kind of a nice thing, and it also acts as a pack stiffener. It fits the pack perfectly, and it works really, really well to just give it a little structure there, a little added stiffening structure. So I thought that was pretty cool. Okay, the next thing I have in here is my trowel. I really like this. I went out once without it, and I really didn't like having to use a stick trying to dig down to make a little place for the fire or to later smother the fire. So this is light, it's compact, it's handy. I really like having this with me. In this bag, this is kind of just some odds and ends I have. I have a trash bag, linen handkerchief, because in the summer, you know, very hot, but it's not so bad now. It's cooled off a lot. A couple of packets of tea, sweetener, and these I got in the cosmetic aisle. A lot of road work going on. Sorry about that. This I got in the cosmetic aisle at Walmart, and I like it for adding like spices or salt, something like that. So I'm gonna fill that up to carry. Hand sanitizer, and also my heavy duty straw. I like this for stoking up the fire, you know, not getting my face right down there in the fire. But I can also use it to drink rainwater out of the cracks in rocks or on large leaves, you know, like I see Les do. Hey, I watch Survivor Man. So I got my straw. And this is a pouch with just some personal items, like my wallet would go in here. I have my giant reading glasses. I also have my New Testament because, you know, when I'm out and about, I like to read a little bit, feeds the soul. And I have my journal where I like to write about my bushcrafting thoughts, you know, experiences, stuff like that as the inspiration hits me. And a pen, you know, that sort of thing. Now, you know, this is just a start, basically. I'm still figuring out what all I really need. I know I want to make like a little fishing kit. I want to include a sewing kit, first aid, that sort of thing. I'll probably just take my little EDC that I have and add it in here because that has already, you know, some first aid and stuff like that in it. But just giving it some thought, and I appreciate you guys hanging out with me and letting me ramble at you. As a newbie, I could really use some advice. If you guys have some tips and tricks, I'd really love to hear them. I'm sure I can use all the help I could get. So, you know, if you guys want to leave me a comment, that'd be great. But I hope you enjoyed this. Don't know how educational it was, but hopefully it was at least entertaining. So I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.